Hey, if you're watching this, you're probably thinking about moving to Oklahoma and more specifically, Chickasha, Oklahoma. Chickasha really is a place like no other, and I wanted to talk about what's going on in our town. And I'm sure you have some questions like, do we have tornadoes? Is all of our food fried? Are we really Christmastown, USA? Are we all just farmers? What do we really do in Oklahoma? I'm going to answer all of those questions and more as we unbox Chickasha, Oklahoma. So let's start with weather. Tornadoes. It's one of the first questions people ask me when they find out that I'm from here. So when you grow up in Okie, you are used to tornadoes. I am 40 years old, which I probably shouldn't say out loud, but I am. I'm 40 now, and I have seen two tornadoes in my whole life, friends, two. One when I was a kid a long time ago, and one because my husband, who grew up on the East Coast, insisted that we go to a hilltop and watch one go by that was probably 25 miles away. It's just like where you are and whatever weather you're used to dealing with, whether it's, maybe hurricanes or tropical storms. Maybe you're from a place that's used to earthquakes. It's just part of life, and it very much becomes part of life here. And it's beautiful. The weather here is beautiful. Guys, we get every season, sometimes all in one day. So if you hang around here and you don't like the weather, give it about 45 minutes, and I promise you're going to get a whole new season. No matter which one you like, you're going to experience it at some point. The other thing about here is, yes, we are Christmastown, USA. We were voted the number 2 light show in America for Christmas lights. You can rent a plane, you can fly over them. They are gorgeous. We just got a 50-foot tall leg lamp, which leads me into several other attractions we have now. So the leg lamp kind of became a springboard for a few investors to come to town. One was Townsend from California, and it blows my mind that in my little town that I've been in forever, I am watching the second boom. It's like a boom town from 100 years ago that you read about. We're getting a distillery, jobs, all these restaurants and attractions. I think there's an axe throwing place and a adventure escape zone or something like that. And so it's crazy to me that all of these things exist here now that were so unheard of back then. Just a couple of years ago. I mean, you can get coffee in like 6 places now, and you used to have to just go down to the drugstore and hope for the best, right? Which was great coffee, but I mean, we can get anything we want now. It just blows my mind. So that kind of leads me into Shannon Springs Park. So not only do we have this beautiful light display at Christmas, we're very patriotic here. On the 4th of July, it is the most beautiful fireworks show you've ever seen. We're a great community. We have a lot of fun together. We have a lot of events. We have the food truck championship, the largest in the state. Something like 20,000 people go to it a weekend. It's unreal. And that goes back to the food thing. Yes, we really like to eat here. And yes, the food is really good. There are healthy options in town. There's a healthy grocery store. We have the normal things you're going to want. We're also only 30, well, if you drive like me, 40 minutes to the metro where you can get anything you need. And Mount Scott, if you're from a really mountainous region and you're kind of worried, like, oh, Oklahoma is just the plains and it's super flat. No. Mount Scott is 35 minutes south of us. It is the only mountain in Oklahoma. It's got a beautiful wildlife refuge, gorgeous lake at the bottom of it called Lake Latonka. Seriously, the resources are here if you just get out and look a little bit. Um, Beyond that, in the Christmas town thing, there are a lot of other reasons. I mean, I know I joke and say everyone's coming here for that because we're nice, but they're coming here because it's affordable. We have super low taxes. We have, I think the median home income right now is $180,000. And I know this because I own a local realty company. And my team and myself, I mean, we've watched this happen. It's like $118 a square foot on average. That gets you pretty nice 3-bed, 2-bath, right? So imagine what a $250,000 or $500,000 here does. Or if you're looking for big patches of farmland, they're for sale here and they're super reasonable. But we've just watched this giant uptick in business. We've even noticed it in commercial and industrial. There's a lot of that going on. And if you're worried about getting here, we have a nice airport. We're actually having to add on to it. I think I've picked up at least a half dozen people in the last 6 weeks off of private jets looking at our town. I mean, we are changing, we are growing, and we are booming. Um, there's just no comparison. And movies, they're filming movies here now. I was in Tulsa King. I mean, I went to the city for that, but just here we filmed Twister, the second version, and then before that was a cowgirl song, and one of our local talents wrote the music and sang them, a husband and wife duo. I mean, it's really just changed, and our fairgrounds are huge. We have the third largest fairgrounds in the state, and they see 50 to 60,000 people a month. I mean, think about that. That's nuts. That's a lot of foot traffic. That's a lot of economy and money just coming into town. And they're gorgeous fairgrounds. I'll put some pictures up here of them. And I'm trying to think because I know I'm going to miss something. I'm going to leave something out. Um, but it's just so hard without coming here and seeing it. Unless you are an Okie, I don't think you get it. But it's kind of like everyone has their eyes on the Sooner State and wants what we have. And, we're glad to share it. We're glad to have people here. We love the new economy. We love having all the exciting things other people were probably so used to that we never had, but we still have the rural vibe, right? We still have peace. It's still really laid back here. The traffic, there is not traffic here. There's not the crazy 9 to 5 screaming, running around, trying to avoid the traffic. I mean, we're still living like the small boom towns, up and coming city life. It's incredible. I enjoy every minute of it. We still get to be small city America, but without the prices. And we hope you love living here too.